Hello, this is TMNT and welcome back to another preview video, and this one we're going to be looking at the TMNT The Armageddon Game issue number 4. And yes, this issue is finally come out and it's really interesting in terms of what went down with this issue, just because this issue is going to be setting up some really interesting things for the upcoming game, not to mention that they have a little bit of background mess, I'd say, just because this issue was supposed to come out in January and then it was pushed back to February the 8th, and now it's being pushed back or be pushed forward to today, or I mean this week. So you know, it's a very interesting life cycle, shall we say, but at least we're getting the issue and it's really interesting what we've been shown here, and I can only imagine that the rest of the issue is going to be a lot better. Okay, so taking a look at the actual issue itself in terms of the preview images, okay, so let's first start off with the Phantom siblings, and there's not really too much to really say here in terms of what really goes down, just because we've got the older Phantom siblings there, we're talking, and there's not really too much to really say here. They're just like coming together and agreeing and stuff, and this is when we actually see Gafano. He actually speaks, but it's not really, I mean, he can speak, but not, it's like sort of hard to hear him and stuff like that, so that's when he has to use his telepathic abilities to actually speak. So I think that's really interesting. I'd like to see a lot more Gafano, just because he's a really interesting character we've not seen much of. And yeah, but speaking of which, I would like to see Jaguar a lot more. She seems like a really interesting character. But yeah, there's not really too much to really say here without in these things, just because they're really just talking back and forth in terms of the games and they should like participate or not. And you know, there's not really too much to really say here. And then even going into the next one, they're just going to talk about some other interesting stuff that does have a bit of importance, but at the same time doesn't really. Just because it is revealed that basically Gafano was the one who did the flood. I think he might be referring to the TMNT 21 annual, where it's revealed that they had a big flood when they was talking about the creation of stuff and all that. So I think it could be referring to that, but I'm not exactly too sure. And the next one they go in to talk about the other Phantoms, or no, the Terror Trio, and they talk about Krang saying that he's like the deadliest one of all because of stuff like that. And that's when they go and say that basically they can't intervene, it's only their pawns that can like do stuff. And that's when it's revealed that basically Kitsune is more or less the only one that can actually do something about it. But the only thing is that she is asleep and all that. So then that's when we go into the next page where we're on, I think it's planet Dimension Z on planet. I can't even say that, so I'm not going to try to spell it or say it. And yeah, so currently he's leaving the planet and left Leonardo and Shredder there to go find Shrewberry, who they have. And Shrewberry is there to help them, but as long as they help her, which is understandable, I guess. And yeah. So then in the next page we do go and see that like the events that led up to the ending of issue 135, where Old Tob and Raph were going to see the Mutanimals live on stage and all that, and they see them on TV talking about it, and that's when Jenica comes in, and I feel as though this issue is going to be picking up right where we left off. Now we do have some other images for this issue. So the first one we've got to see is Metal Krang, and there's not really too much to really say here. This does look as though he's leaving the building, or the building they were in, and he could be flying off to go to Bruno Island. I got a feeling this might be like during the end of the issue, maybe something like that. Just to be setting up that little scene there. Some other ones we've got to see is Dark Leonardo and Shredder, which just looks really cool. One thing which I want to say is this: how does Leonardo change his costume? I know that he can change his ability, his mood and all that, but how does he change his bandana to black, his whole outfit to Dark Leo? Because we could see when Dark Leo was first created, he actually had to put that stuff on and change his appearance into Leonardo. So how is he changing his appearance from Dark Leo to Leo at will? It doesn't make sense. I never really thought to put this up. Jesus Christ. But yeah, some other images which you can see is just some other stuff on the planet Dimension Z with Shrewberry and some other, like, I don't know what to really call them, but like other beings and stuff. Then some other ones we've got to see some more of this. So this could be interesting. I got a feeling it's going to be weird and pointless really, but at the same time these images do look really interesting, so I am curious to see where this does go, but at the same time, I'm not too sure what to really expect. And then we have Leonardo just doing something. This is like another little teaser image. It's cool, but at the same time, just don't really know what to really say about this one. But then going into the description for this issue, we've got Chaos begets chaos. As the contest for the worlds continues, players on all sides are quickly finding their games plans in absolute disarray. Unexpected participants and unforeseen pitfalls have combined to create havoc in 3 separate dimensions, and heroes and villains alike are forced to make counter moves to their counter moves, and all for while the Woody Rat King laughs in the shadows. So yeah, there's not really too much to really say here in terms of the description. I don't think there was anything when I did actually break this description down. So, there's not really too much to really say here. But yeah, now going into the covers, it's going to be quite hard because I need to go back and forth between the names and all that. Okay, so the first one is by Vincent Federica, I'm pretty sure I'm saying that right. And we just got this really interesting one. We've got to see Leonardo, Shredder, and Shrewberry. They're signing off these like bat things. I must admit, it does look really cool. The only thing is that when I first saw this cover, I was like sort of thinking, oh, is this maybe like a connecting cover maybe? But now if I know with the other issues come out, no, it's not. But it does look really cool. It does give me like a different kind of feel to this artwork. It really doesn't feel like the actual main artist, but it's like really cool and all that. So then for the next one, which is cover B, which is done by Gavin Smith, and I think this one is okay. I don't think there's anything too special about this one, but it looks okay. It's wish it had a bit more with like an actual importance to the actual issue itself. But just going to see the 5 turtles just going in fighting the rats and Rat King's there. Like, this is a really cool cover, I would say that in terms of the artwork, but at the same time, I feel as though there could have been a lot more to it. I don't know, it just feels plain in a way. But then for the third one, which is done by Kevin Eastman, yeah, this is the right one, and I must admit, this one does look really cool. Just got to see Raph versus the, I'm not too sure what turtle it is, just because they don't, I think it's Leonardo, I think it was, I'm not too sure really because of the weapon change and all that. Much as I like the new Dark Turtles, I don't like how they changed the names with the turtles, as it gets really confusing now. But yeah, I must admit, this does look really cool, a really tempting cover, just because like this one looks amazing. Yeah, I don't really know what else to say about it. It just looks so amazing with the actual colors, the artwork. What more else can I say? It just looks really amazing. Now this one is all like a like the whole cover is like an homage to some other ones, which done by like Daredevil. They did one with Elektra versus I think it's like Bullseye or something like that. And then like even the Last Ronin did the homage to that. So it's like really cool, and must admit, oh god, this is a really tempting cover now. And yeah, then we do have the 110 variant. I forgot the name. Who did this one? Pascal Calanino, I'm pretty sure I said that wrong, sorry. But yeah, this is a 110 variant, which is connecting cover to all the other 110 variants for this series. This one does look really cool. Just go to see Jenica, Aka, nobody looks like a Power Ranger. Prove me wrong, that just looks like a Power Ranger. But yeah, we've got Casey, April, Apex, and Toad Baron in the background. There's not really too much to say here. I do think that this one does look really nice. Yeah, don't really know what else to say about this one. I mean, I like Jenica, but at the same time, I feel as though that she should have been the main focus on this one instead of Angel. But it's okay, and this looks really cool. I feel this one's going to be one of those ones that it's going to look a lot nicer when you have them all combined. But either way, this one looks really nice. Now the third one, which is a shop exclusive by Scan Schwans. I'm pretty sure I said that wrong. I know I did. So I'm really sorry about that. But yeah, you can collect this one at the Jalaz Collectibles. I'm pretty sure I said that wrong. Great. But yeah, if you want to go collect that one, you can go over there. And now this is the actual cover, and it looks amazing. Just seeing the 4 DuckTales jumping down in the rain. It really does look really amazing. It looks really creative and all that. The only problem with this one is that it's $20. So, it's a lot more expensive than the rest, and just for this little bit, I don't think this really covers the price, but the art book itself is really nice. Yeah, God. Yeah, no, I must admit, it's a really nice cover. Just, again, with the Dark Tales, I wish that I knew who their names were, not just that it's swapped around and all that. But other than that, this looks amazing. God, yeah, I just love this one so much. But I don't really like the price tag for it. Yeah, you know, I'll leave on this image. But yeah, that's gonna be it for today, guys. I'm quite interested to hear what I say about this one in the comment section below. Are you looking forward to this one? Are you not? And stuff like that. I don't really know how I feel about this one, because I'm really looking forward to this one just because of things that they're doing. But at the same time, there's a lot of stuff in this one that's all just made me go, huh, like, why didn't you do like this way and all that? Like, with the whole mutant sound stuff, why didn't they like finish that stuff off in the issue 136 instead of finish it off in here? So, you know, I think it's just gonna be one of those things where it's gonna be wait and see if this is actually a really good issue or not. There seems like it's gonna have like a lot of good elements in this one, but at the same time, I mean, we've seen how so far the rest of these issues have come out, so who really knows for this one? But yeah, that's gonna be it for today, guys. If you do listen, please share, let's subscribe and all that stuff. Goodbye, yo, and bye.